equilibrium if one can maintain your center of gravity over your base of support. And again, there's two types, there's static and dynamic. So static balance is I'm just standing here. And then dynamic balance is when I'm, reaching over to catch a ball, or I'm squatting down to pick up something from the floor, or running would be examples of dynamic balance. Playing basketball. Even just reaching for something up in the cupboard would be working on your dynamic balance. You want to know about balance too. That's another important one. And this one too, coordination. Muscles working together to produce a smooth, efficient movement. Smooth, efficient movement results when the right muscles work at the right intensity. When that might be important, the coordination is when you have a patient that can't button their button-down shirt, or you have a patient who will go and reach for a drink and they'll kind of have what we call an ataxic type movement and they can't quite get to it. It's not a smooth, controlled movement. And then the power is the rate at which work is done. It's related to strength and speed. It's rate at which a muscle can develop tension and produce a force moving a body part through a range of motion. So it's like lifting up, 40 pounds of dog food at the grocery store. That's going to be, you're going to need power for that. And then endurance is the ability to continue to perform work over a period of time. Can be related to an individual muscle group, or the total body. On the evaluations and nursing home settings, you see this a lot on the evaluations and in the goals. Generally speaking, endurance is rated by the time frame. So patient will be able to tolerate standing for, 10 minutes in order to perform light kitchen activity, might be what the goal says.
Is that the same with walking too? They'll put the distance and then the time as well? I mean, more PT probably, but.
That is more PT.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, like with distance with walking, that would be the distance ambulated or the distance walked, which a lot of insurance companies and Medicare looks for, because it's important for them to be able to walk to the bathroom in a home environment. So typically speaking, if you can walk 200 feet, maybe 300 feet, then the insurance companies will say, okay, that person can get up from the couch and walk to the bathroom, or walk to the bedroom. And then we're going to go through the periods of development now with the infants to the elderly. So this is important to know, all the periods of development. So prenatal is conception to birth, and infancy is birth to 2 years. Childhood is from 2 to 10 years for females and 2 to 12 years for males. And why do you think that might change? Puberty, right? So adolescence is 10 to 18 years for females and 12 to 20 years for males. adulthood is 17 to 45. And middle adulthood is 40 to 65 years of age.
Sure, made the 40.
And then older adulthood is 60 years to death.
See, they put like death in there.
Then we have theories of human development. We have motor control, motor learning, and motor development. Here, motor control focuses on the control and coordination of posture and movement. The set of processes that organize and coordinate functional movement. And it's characterized by reflexes, levels of function, and volition. And we'll talk a little bit about reflexes in a minute. Motor learning is concerned with how motor skills are acquired. It's a skill. A skill is a highly complex and practiced behaviors associated with specialized work-related tasks or athletic performance. So, like your practicals are skills, right? Look at your skills. So your motor development describes changes in motor behavior that are related to age. It describes age differences in performance, often suggests that age-appropriate standards be used to judge the motor performance. Concerned with documenting naturally occurring age-related change versus changing one's performance. So when a child reaches to be about 6 to 8 years old, their depth perception comes in and they're able to cross a street. So they will be able to identify traffic coming. I guess that's not really motor development, that would be more of your physicality. Let's say, for example, a 12 or 13-year-old who may be taking tennis lessons and they're starting to get that forehand and that backhand better. So that might be a better motor development stage. Key motor milestones. These